Gotcha now! They're coming up the stairs!
Get an angle on it! They're trying to pick me off!
We need you out of here! Hey!
Oh, Christ. Tony and Donnie, too?
Yeah.
What a fucking massacre. How's Sam?
Well, he ain't any worse.
I'll go get him. Keep an eye out.
Come on now! We're going home! I need the doctor, Molly! Yeah, you got here!
I got you. Okay.
Okay. Hey, we're gonna get you all patched up. Okay?
Holly? We got more company.
All right, get in.
I'm right here, Sam.
There's some ammo and a Thompson back there somewhere. When they pull in behind you, blast them to hell. Just don't let them get past us.
That thing back there is huge! Where the hell did they find that truck? Take him out, Tom! Let him have it! Yeah, he's gone! They're getting close! They're too close, Tom! Our friend's got company! Ollie, they're right on our ass!
Holly, faster!
My pedal is to the metal. Did we lose them?
2 squad cars on us!
Oh, shit! They're too close, Tom! Our friend's got company! More bad news coming in from the side! Ah, crap! They're getting close! This thing's falling apart! These guys keep on coming! They're too close, Tom! Our friend's got company! More bad news coming in from the side! Ah, crap! They're right on our ass!
okay?
We're in trouble, Tom.
Ollie, we need to go now!
That thing's gonna...
Ollie, we got...
I'm a real man too, Tom!
Shit!
Got shoot out their gun when there's a break in the fire! Now, Tommy! While they reload! Now! Shoot the gun! And reload! Shoot! Now! Shoot out their gun when there's a break in the fire! Now! Shoot the gun! Shoot now while we got the chance! Let that thing shoot! Shoot out their gun when there's a break in the fire! Now, Tommy! While they reload! Shoot now while we got the chance! Take out the windshield armor, Tom! I got an idea! For Christ's sake, stop! Go for the windshield! The windshield! Shoot out the windshield! Tommy! Hit the windshield! I got more where that came from! Burn him!
Ollie, we gotta lose him!
We did it! We did it! Okay, we're here, Tom. You get Sam out. I'm gonna go wake up the doc.
Sam. We made it. We're at the doctor's house.
This is 3, I owe you.
hell are you doing here so late?
Evening, Doc. Sorry to wake you, but we had a little accident. We got an injured man out here.
All right, bring him inside.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'll stay with Sam. You can take the truck back. Call it a night.
No, I'll wait.
The doc's already got his hands full. No sense in both of us breathing down his neck.
Go on, Tom. I'm gonna be fine. Okay.
Hey, you did good tonight.
Presidential address delivered earlier this year on the topic of the National Recovery Administration. This is part of our series looking back over the president's plans and results since his inauguration.
While we are making this great common effort, there should be no discord and no dispute. This is no time to cavil or to question the standards set by this universal agreement. It is time for patience and understanding and cooperation. The workers of this country have rights under this law which cannot be taken from them, and nobody will be permitted to whittle them away. But, on the other hand, no aggression is now necessary to attain those rights. The whole country will be united to get them forward. The principle that applies to the employers applies to the workers as well. And I ask you workers to cooperate in the same spirit. When Andrew Jackson, Old Hickory, died, someone asked, will he go to heaven? The answer was, he will if he wants to. If I am asked whether the American people will pull themselves out of this depression, I answer, they will if they want to. The essence of the plan is a universal limitation of hours of work per week for any individual by common consent, and a universal payment of wages above the minimum, also by common consent. My friends, I cannot guarantee the success of this nationwide plan, but the people of this country can guarantee its success. I have no faith in you, but I believe that we can greatly influence economic forces. I have no sympathy with the professional economists who insist that things must run down here now.
Dangerous driving on Central Island.
Have no influence on economic ills. One reason is that I happen to know that professional economists have changed their definition of economic growth every 5 or 10 years for a very long time. But I do have faith and retain faith in the strength of common purpose.
He's gone. Go back to patrol and get him next time.
Taken by the American people.
The president there speaking earlier this year on the National Recovery Administration.
WLH 570 Lost Heaven Radio brings you modern music and news bulletins throughout the day. Thank you for listening. In need of refreshment, a boost or a pick-me-up? Then there should be only one name on your lips. Swift Cola, the energy kick that's a taste sensation. When you're in need of a lift, choose Swift.
You're late. Dinner's cold.
Work. Marry me.
Okay.
Hey, boss. I came as soon as I got your message.
Sit down, Tom. We have a mole, Tom.
No. Oh.
I was up all night driving myself nuts trying to figure it out. I started thinking maybe it's one of our guys. We aren't paying his fair share. Someone with a light wallet. Maybe looking to Morello for a new suit. Frank wasn't around, so I went to the safe to get the account books. To see who's getting cents on the dollar he's earned.
What?
Vincenzo's waiting for you with a clean car.
Tommy.
Tough day today, Tom.
We gotta keep a lid on this, Tom. Start with Biff, but don't give him nothing. I got you a clean set of wheels. And something special here, if you want it. When Frank sees a Lapara, he'll know. The old ways work.
And now for the latest news. The Navy is today continuing its search for the remains of those brave souls lost aboard the airship USS Akron. The Akron was destroyed in a violent thunderstorm off the New Jersey coast Tuesday morning, with the loss of 73 of 76 aboard. The disaster stands as the worst aviation accident on record. Yesterday, one of the survivors, Lieutenant Commander Herbert V. Wiley, spoke to members of the press and gave a brief account of the tragedy. He also spoke of the survivors' rescue by the German tanker, Phoebus. President Roosevelt has described the loss of the Akron as a national disaster and said that he grieves with the wives and families of those lost and the nation. We will bring you more on the disaster and the Navy's search as we receive it. Thank you for listening. We return now to our scheduled programming. You're listening to WBDS, Behringer's Radio.
Tommy, what's the rumpus?
Heard any big news lately? Something that Don might want to know.
It depends. What's it worth to you?
$20.
How about 40?
All right, spill.
The FBI's in town. They're getting something from Morello, but I don't know what.
How'd you hear?
Little Tony got some guy drunk in the Black Cat and drove him home. Heard a bunch of stuff, so he's the guy you want to see.
Okay. Thanks.
Always a pleasure, Tommy.
Welcome to a WLH Sports Report. There's a sense of anticipation as we await the start of the big game. Our very own Lost Heaven Lancers are out on the road, deep in enemy territory as they take on bitter rivals, the Empire Bay Cannons. This year's Gold Series is shaping up to be one of the best on record, with both teams matching one another blow for blow. Despite the Cannons' home field advantage and an early lead in the series, the Lancers have bounced back and have really taken their rivals to task. Many of the plaudits and column inches have been dedicated to one man. Lancers pitcher Bunny Smith is one of this year's standout performers. And with this series tied at 3-3, he may well be the key man that brings the Wistman Trophy back to Lost Heaven. But doing so will be no easy task, as standing in his way is opposition captain, Jack Seidel. His home run in the bottom of the fifth inning of Game 9 turned events in favor of the Empire Bay team. Victory was canceled out by the Lancers in Game 6, and we now have a powder keg finale that is sure to have everyone glued to their radios. Can Bunny Smith bring it home for Lost Heaven? Or will the Cannons' towering redhead have the final say? WLH 570 Lost Heaven Radio will carry live coverage of the final game of the Gold Series, and we hope you'll join us in wishing our boys well. And now, back to some of the latest...
Be advised, reports of a traffic incident on Central Island.
A public service radio station.
Everything okay, Tom?
Nah, it's not. What's this about the guy you drove home who's with the feds?
He came in for a drink, which turned into 10. He's hired muscle for some kind of safe house.
Where?
Oak Hill, corner of Pine. He gave me $10 to drive him back and keep my mouth shut. Let on that Councilor Gilatti's brokered some kind of deal between Morello and the FBI. They were all ready to sit tight on someone in there.
Why the hell didn't you tell us?
Tom, I did. I came in to see Frank straight away. He didn't tell the Don?
No, he didn't.
Tom, what's going on?
We return now to the coverage of Game 7 of the Gold Series. And by the looks of it, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be underway any minute now. The crowd here in the Armory are restless. You can almost taste the tension as we approach this, the deciding game between these two famous rivals. More than a little bad blood between them, and more than a couple of nasty flare-ups in recent years. Of course, this occasion, more than any other, could prove feisty, what with the drama that closed out the previous game. That, of course, saw the Lancers win to tie the series, and it's not often Empire Bay and Lost Heaven can boast the game's best current hitter and pitcher, respectively. I refer, of course, to Foghorn Seidel, a man mounted with a shock of red hair, and Lancers star Bunny Smith. Speaking of Smith, he is jogging, I suppose you'd say, between his teammates, issuing last-minute orders. They seem responsive to whatever he's saying. He commands respect from his team, that is for sure. My goodness, there must be some nerves among some of the younger Lancers. Elms, Graveson, and Nicholson. Smith seemed to have pepped them up. That's good to see. That's what a good captain does. The cannons lineup is meandering over to the home team dugout. The Lancers are slowly taking up their position, so we can't be too far away from the opening pitch here at the Armory, the home of the Empire Bay Cannons. Stay with us for more.
Big Break Blues deliver the bold, satisfying flavor that never lets you down. Made with only the finest tobacco, they're the choice of professionals, athletes,
Some officers down here now. Going near North Park. Car seen driving erratically.
Big Break cigarettes. Take a break from it all.
Again, he's been seen. Go get him, boys.
The mission of Lost Heaven Radio, our city's public service broadcaster, is to serve you. Start your day with WLH.
Okay, arrest the guy. Permission to shoot has been granted. Calling all cars. We need more men immediately. Roadblock is in position. Can confirm. I've got calls saying that the suspect is over in Oakwood.